My name is Daniel Taiwo, as some of us have known. Okay, we have our speaker. Our speaker has joined. The guest speaker has joined. So I'm going to bring that up shortly. But let me quickly do introduction about Eden Ray to us. Eden Ray is a property management, sales, about construction, everything you can talk about in real estate. Daniel Taiwo is the Chief Executive Officer for Eden Ray. And then we have other team working with us. Chris is also one of the team members that is working with us in charge of our IT, social media, everything you can think of. That's Chris. Is one behind what you're showing right now. So it's about Eden Ray, but we have a thought that Eden Ray is looking for companies who have viable product that investors can buy without losing their money. We know that a lot of people have lost money due to investment. People have put their money into some real estate investment and they have lost it. In fact, my heart went sad about the incident of the demolition that happened just this week that we had, and so sad that people render homeless. I can't imagine how much people have put up to have those homes put together. And right now, just thinking of an eye, all the houses were demolished. And so for Eden Ray, this is where we come in, whereby we look out for real estate companies that that are viable, that have been verified, that are genuine. We have so many real estate companies, so many, and so not all are genuine, right? So for us, we look out for some of those real estate companies that are genuine. And one of those that are genuine has one that brought their product to us this evening. And then we have the head of sales, with us tonight. We're going to do justice to talk more about the product and how it can benefit us. What suits us about this product is that I'm sure that everybody knows what shares is about in every company. To be a co-owner, of companies, right? So you buy a few shares, and maybe you can buy 100 shares, 100 shares. Some people have 1 million shares as well, just to be a co-owner of a company. And so what this company has done is to bring the future of real estate now, so that people do not need to save up so much money. Like you're looking at some land that costs about 10 million, 100 million, 40 million as it were. But you can actually start to own a land with just a piece of 1 square meter. And this is what we have brought to us, okay? So I don't want to talk more about that. Our guest speaker tonight is going to be doing justice to that. She's already available. I'm sure she's eager to talk to us about it. So this is what we have. I will talk about Eden Ray after now. So I think we should just go straight into the program. So please allow me to welcome Ms. Funke as she takes over the floor. So please, Funke, please, the floor is yours now.
All right, thank you very much. A very good evening to everyone. Hope everybody can hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you, but it's a bit low.
Oh, okay. All right. Maybe I will have to speak well to the speaker of my system. But how about now? Hope everybody can hear me.
Please, if you can hear her, can you just let us know if you can hear her?
Okay. All right. That's good. Yeah. Thank you very much, Daniel. Yeah. Just as Daniel has said, my name is Funke Jai, and I'm the head of sales in Howden Gray, which is also a brokerage arm of Landway Investment Limited. Okay, so what I'm just going to do shortly is to... Sorry, a call came in, so I had to cut it. So what I'm going to do briefly is just to introduce us to what we call fractional ownership, okay? And then I'm going to enlighten us, and I'm going to show us the various products that we have right now that we can all benefit from. So in a layman's language, fractional ownership in real estate refers to a situation where multiple individuals or entity jointly own a portion or fraction of a property. Okay, and this arrangement allows several parties to share the costs, responsibilities, and benefits associated with owning that particular property. Now, having said that, there are different, what's it called, advantages that this has. And part of the advantages is the flexibility, the flexibility, the affordability, the, the access to the property. Okay, so when I talk about flexibility, I'm talking about you having to do this over a long period of time. Okay, you're not necessarily bound to to time as to when you are getting like the normal standard what's it called size of a land, which might be 300 square meters or 500 square meters. So in that case, a payment plan can be done maybe 1 year, 6 months, 18 months, as the case may be. But this can afford you more flexibility over a period of a long time. That's number one. Then also affordability. Instead of having to put down a chunk of money to tie down an investment, you can just, commit to it piece by piece. Do you understand? You buy 1 square meters, you buy 2 square meters, as the case may be. And then also, it also gives you that access. I mean, you can imagine if, for example, you want to buy a property of 20 million naira, and then they're asking for initial deposit of maybe 8 million naira. But you know that as at the time you cannot afford it. Hmm? But if you are doing 1 square meters, so let's say 1 square meters is 100,000. You know that okay, even if you do 1 square meters or 5 square meters, as the case may be, you already have a property. There's a sense of ownership. There's a sense of responsibilities. Do you understand? Like you already have, you can tell yourself that, oh yes, I am now a property owner. Do you understand? And even that 1 square meters, that 2 square meters, whatever the number of the square meters that you have, you can also play around with it. You can use it to do something. You can, sell it back. And also, I'm just trying to narrate the I'm trying to narrate the different advantages that this gives us. Then also the ability for your particular square meters that you are subscribed into, the ability for it to appreciate is also there, because we all know that in Nigeria there are some, in other countries, I mean, real estate fluctuates. It goes up, it comes down, like that, like that. But in Nigeria, everybody can attest to the fact that it does not come down. Like it doesn't obey the law of gravity. That's real estate. It's about the only thing that goes up and doesn't come down. So yeah, so that's it. I mean, then also it also gives you the opportunity to also access what's it called, a lot of network, within the people also, subscribing into the same thing that you have subscribed into. Because if you say okay, you want to do this, you can, there are different ways that you can do business in this community, which my next explanation, I'm going to emphasize more on that. So now let me now narrate it to what we have in Online. So Landway is in partnership with Online in such that you can have a piece of land, square meters by square meters. Okay, so let me just explain it to you in a layman's language that everybody will understand. So a fraction of land is cut out. So let's say that we have a very big estate. Now, let's say that that estate, for example, is about, let's say, 5 plots. So out of that 5 plots, one plot is cut out like they are together, is cut out for the purpose of fractional ownership. Now, when you subscribe, which is like, you go 1 square meters, you buy 2 square meters. If you say, okay, this is the amount that you have. Let's say per square meters is 20,000. You say, okay, this time around I want to buy 10 square meters. 10 times 10, that's 100,000. You already have 10 square meters of that land. Then maybe the next time you have money is the next 3 months. You buy at the current market price. So you don't, because you have bought it in 10,000 in a month, hey, does not mean you will buy 10,000 naira in a month. Why? If the price changes, that's if the market price changes, you will buy at the current market price. Okay, so now you do that. So we are given a period of time, which is 5 years, that by the end of 5 years, you should be able to get your desired square meters. So let's say your target at the end of the day is you want to get 300 square meters or you want to get 500 square meters. Then by at the end of 5 years, you should be able to get your 300 square meters. And then if you now say, oh, I want to solidify this transaction. I want proper documentation whereby the whole document is in my name. Because normally, if you want the regular standard plot from the government is 300 and 500 square meters. So if you say, okay, now that I'm done getting my 300 square meters, I want to get myself registered. Yeah, the proper documentation can be done, and then the land is yours to do whatever you want to do with it. Now, the other side is there are some people that they just want to do this for the purpose of flipping. That's when I say flipping, I mean for the purpose of investment. So it's going to be like a community. You can imagine when, I don't know if we are all conversant with how stock markets is in what we have in Nigeria here is more or less like it. So it's now like real estate stock market or real estate stock exchange. Do you understand? In such that there's a community of people or of clients or subscribers that buys into this plan, and then there is sell and buy. So even in the same community, I can have what's it called? I can have 10 square meters, and then I am looking for somebody that would sell meters, because at the long run the company will sell out. So it will even help people in the system to even do more business. So when the company sells out, everything comes back to the community. So you can imagine me having 10 square meters and I have like some amount of money and I want to get some square meters added to what I have. All I have to do is, excuse me, please.
Sorry, please. So after now, oh, I'm sure she get herself better. We can
Yeah.
okay. Thank.
So yeah, sorry about that. I have allergy issues, so it comes and goes like that. So as I was saying, So you can imagine if I was giving an example. You can imagine if I have 10 square meters and I want to buy more. I can easily go to the system, that's the ecosystem, because we're going to have an app at the end of the day whereby um, people can do business, people can, buy and sell within the subscribers before we now go out to the outside world. So yeah, just like I was saying, I have 10 square meters, I want to get more square meters. All I need to do is go to the system, put it out there that, okay, I'm looking for who to sell me 5 square meters. There's somebody in the ecosystem that says, oh, I have 20 square meters, I want to sell out of it. I buy at the person's price, of course. Do you understand? Now, ultimately, when you want to sell yours, you can easily go back to the market because now the truth is, the company gets a lot of demand when it comes to some estates. Okay, and we can easily come back to the system, which we have done before, and it has worked for us. We can come back to the system and say, okay, we have requests of so estate. Is anybody in the system that is willing to sell his or her home property? Do you understand? So we can get that. And then also we can have a situation whereby the said subscriber even adds somebody that he wants to sell to outside of the community. So it's more or less like a win-win situation. Now I'm going to Daniel, please can you take it to the brochure of where is it?
Okay, the online.
Yes, online, please.
Okay, Chris, please take us to the brochure.
I think it's a number one. Number one. I can see it on the slide. Yeah. Yeah. So now we when we the reason why we brought this fractional ownership is because we we wanted more people to get access to having a property, or saying that yes, they want to invest their money into real estate. And we wanted a situation whereby even secondary school students will say that, okay, I can do this thing for over a long period of time. University students, teachers, even traders and all that, more or less like we want to make it an essential commodity that people would have. And those are the people, and when I say people, I mean the people that see the essence in real estate, because real estate has really changed the game when it comes to Nigeria GDP growth. Yeah, so we said we're going to introduce the fractional ownership, which we have done, and it's just like pay as like own your piece of land a square meter. Do you understand? So we said, okay, we're bringing this to some of our estates. Please, can you help me scroll just next page? Yeah. So we said, okay, we're going to um some of our estates. We have like Urban Prime, we have Checkers, we have Future District 2, we have some other ones. So I mean, this says that embrace fractional land ownership to future returns in prime locations, starting 1 square meter of land. So the most important thing is 1 square meter of land at a time. So if you know that, oh, it is 5 square meters that I want to buy, fine. If it is 100 square meters that I want to buy, fine. Do you understand? Please let me go to the next page. So this brings us now to next page, please.
Please help us. Next page.
Okay, so yeah. So now urban prime, urban, this is so like I said, we have are you showing me the right this thing? Let me see.
What do you want us to show you, please?
No, I'm coming. Okay. All right. So okay, yes, I've seen it. Okay, so now Urban Prime is one of our huge estates that we have a lot of demand. Like out of all our estates, this still comes about the second in ranking when it comes to demand. Urban Prime is located in the axis of excuse me of Ogombo Road. That's Aja axis. That's Ibrahim Adesoya, and Landway saw the foresight of this place, and we brought it to what's it called? This we were more or less like the first pioneer of this place, and we have different estates. But now the one we have selling right now is Urban Prime 3, and per square meters is 154,000 naira. Now you can say that, oh, I want to buy 10 square meters, and then in the next 6 months, I want to buy 5 square meters. In the next, you got, I mean, you have people that have subscribed to it and they are paying monthly. I have there's one of my people that the client subscribed to the scheme for both the brothers, and he said he will be paying every month. So I mean, it's just more or less like a job. A lot of us do contribution. We know what a job means, whereby at the end of the month, when your salary comes, you take a token out, and then you say, oh, you're dedicating it to your land. So that's just the way it is. So this is more or less like land enjoying land. When you want to do your saving in land. So yeah, that's it. Then the next page. Can you take me to the next page? So I've already told us where Urban Prime 3, the location. This is the location. Yeah. Yes, this is just videos. I mean, it's just showing you about how our estate is. The estate is very good, very serene. Is 20 is a fully serviced estate that you can't go wrong with. It's not, and then there is huge when you are buying property, something that is very paramount is documentation. When you are buying with such a reputable company like this, you are not going to, bite your fingers saying, "Oh, my documentation was this, was that." So those are the things that would also put your mind at ease. No, so these pictures are just showing you the picture of the Urban Prime, and if you buy into Urban Prime 3, this is what it will look like at the end of the day. Please, can you go to the next page? Yeah, go to page 7. Let's go to Coastal Town. So the next one we have is Coastal Town. Coastal Town is at Bogije, and per square meters is sorry, is at Ibejuleki. Per square meters is 66,000 per square meters. And I mean, Coastal Town, if you know what Coastal Town is saying, Coastal Town is huge. It's a town on its own that in the next what's it called? In the next 2 years, in fact, 2 years is a lot. By next year, the appreciation would have gone high massively. So when I tell people, I tell them to, quickly key into it and take advantage of the opportunity that we're giving to you now. Please, can you go to the next page? Yeah, so it's just talking about coastal town. Yeah, then the next one is District 2. Um District 2 is 15,000 naira for 15,400 naira per square meters. And this is located in Ekpe. And like I said, all this is just telling you the different estates that you can. It is not all our estate that is in this scheme, but a majority of them majority of them are into this scheme, and then you can also key into it. Then we have the next one, checkers. I think, yeah, checkers is 8,500 naira per square meters. Almost everybody here can afford 8,000 naira per square meters, even if it is monthly basis. You understand? Oh, I'm buying 2 months. Oh, I'm buying 2 square meters. I'm buying 5 square meters. Just make sure that you are not only leaving yourself a legacy, you are also leaving your family a legacy, your children a legacy. You're also teaching them how to plant their money, and then their money will grow for them to become like huge amounts of money at the end of the day. Because what you are doing is you're tilting your ground for your money. Do you understand? If 8,005, you can easily buy footwear, you can easily buy, but you're not doing that. You're putting your money to work for you later in the future. Yeah, and I think that's about that. So because of what we have, we also had a lot of requests about Isimi. Isimi is one of our luxurious um, estates. Is more than estate because it's huge. It's almost like a community. It's like a state or is a mini state or town on its own. It's a semi Lagos, and if you want to get what we sell is in 200 square meters, 300 square meters, 500 square meters. So please, can you help me take it to Isimi? So we started. We also introduced it to Isimi. So now you can buy Isimi 200,000 naira per square meters. Okay, you can, and I'm also going to show you the progression of how Isimi was, but when we started Isimi 2021. Now, yeah, this is it. Now, when we started the Simi 2021, you can see from this graph here, we were selling for 70,000 naira per square meters, which is if you want to get 200 square meters, you multiply it by 70. If you want to get 300 square meters, you multiply by 70, as the case may be at 500. Now, moving down to 2022, it moved to 140,000. Okay, moving down to 2023 is right now we're selling it 200,000, and now this is the analytical forecast about the projection that we eat Isimi in the nearest future. 2024 is telling us 280,000. 2025 is telling us 380,000. 2026 is telling us 450,000 per square meters. So you can imagine if you buy your land now, even if it is 10 square meters that you buy, in 2024, you can see the progression at which your land would have hit, and then you can sell, and then you can get your good return of investment. Okay, so it is, I mean, from this analysis, we've already forecasted that in the next 5 years, you will be able to get 300% high. That's the least you can get. You understand? With what is going on. Just about what's today? Wednesday, Lagos Lagos Film City opened, and they commissioned it. Even the governor himself was there, and that place is like 5 minutes away from Isimi. So all these things too will make it to appreciate in time. It will make it to get that value that you're looking for. Okay, so yeah, yeah, this is it. You buy a square meter at a time. You know that okay, you're giving yourself a period of 5 years because this is it. Do you understand? So yeah, so that being said, I'm sure that you all will have questions. I think I should take few questions before I call it an evening.
Okay, thanks so much, Funke. Thanks so much. So I think that was so enlightening, and I'm sure that people are going to be asking questions. Please, if you have questions, you can quickly ask so that we can, like I said, we're not going to keep us long like that. So we're not keeping anybody long, but I'm sure we got the gist of what it is about. So the major thing is that, you don't need to have to save to still want to buy 300 square meter. So you can buy 10, 20, 30, 40 as it were. You're not even thinking to buy to build. You just want to buy for investment, whereby when you need your money in the next 3 years, you can just go and sell it. The same way people sell their shares, right? So that's what it's about. So if you have questions, please, let's ask for clarity before we just wrap up the session. Do we have questions, or is it clear to us? So if it's clear to us, let me just know. You can just wave, or somebody should just say something so that we can just move on. We also allow Funke. I think she needs to take care of herself.
Yes, right now. Because I'm still in the office.
Oh, so sorry. Sorry. Mr. Miwa, do you have any question? Okay, Mr. Miwa is correct. Mrs. Magdalene, thank you. Well, do you have a question, please?
Okay, yes, I have
Okay, Chidima, go ahead.
Not really a question, but now from what we've now learned, so how do we proceed? Like, how do we go ahead?
Okay, we're gonna say that after now. We just want this question. We're going to let you know how to go about any of these packages that we want to do. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, so I think it's okay. We are fine. Let's allow you to do that.
All right, thank you. All right, thank you very much for having me. Have a good evening, everybody.
Thank you. Okay, so a quick one. So if you want to take part of this, like I said, one of the things we have done is that we've actually checked out a lot of companies that we know that when any of our investors or prospective investors invest in, they can go to sleep without having any headache or any issue at all whatsoever. And Landway is one of the companies that Landway will be 7 years by December, and they have withstood the test of time. They have so many estates, not just estates, they have houses. The urban prime that you have seen, it has urban prime 1, urban prime 2, urban prime 3, 4, 5. Right, but 3 is one they are selling right now. 1 entirely is sold out, 2 is sold out. There are people are living in those estates already. People are living there. These houses, they started selling them for 29 million. And as I speak to you now, they are selling for 80 million. And all of those things are within 2-3 years right now. So that is what it is. Landway, is a credible company. There's won international award, so you can bank with them. So that's why we have brought them for prospective investors or people that have invested in us to invest in them. And what they have done is that to simplify it. So you don't need to have millions before you can have investment in land. So you can just get a share. And what we also need to let you know is that once you key into buying 10, 20, you get your certificate of land, share of land almost immediately. That's what you're going to get. So if you'd be interested to get them, so you can just say hi to our WhatsApp number. I'm going to please, Chris, can you put my number up on the room so that you can just chat me up after now, okay? And then I can lead you to how to go about filling the form and getting your certificate almost immediately. Once you make your payment, you're going to get your certificate of land of shares. You're going to get it. So that ensures that you get what you have paid for. Just like when you buy shares of any company, you get the certificate, of shareholding. And so same thing, you're going to be getting that certificate with them. And so in filling form, I should also say that, I want to talk about this because we want to be sure that I want to monitor and follow up with your investment. We'll be very responsible for whatever thing that happens, with this fractional ownership plan that we have brought. So I will talk more about it if you private chat us. This number is 1. You can also take my personal number, which is 08020902599. Okay, so you can also reach out to that as well. So these numbers are on WhatsApp, so we can take it up from there. At this price, okay, if you buy right now, like if you buy 200, Isimi Lagos, for instance, Isimi has a lot of prospects, starting from 70,000 now 200,000 per square meter. In the next 1 year, I can guarantee that that money is going up. So you can just imagine you have 100 square meter in the semi Lagos as of today. Just by this time next year, I can guarantee that you're going to have, your money will have appreciated so more. You are not buying to build there, but you are buying to hold your money for investment. And you can sell at any time you want to sell. Just let us know. We go to the complaint, and then we'll sell to other community members or outsiders that want to buy. So you can get your money almost immediately when you need it back. So it's basically for investment. But if you also want to bid for what they call it now, for building purposes, that's also fine. Okay, you can be buying it bit by bit until it gets to 300 square meter, and then we'll do all the documents for you. So that's all that I have to say tonight. So if you have further questions, you can reach us on the number on the screen, via SMS, via WhatsApp, or my personal number as well. So I'll take up your question. I'll also send you the link to fill the form on this. So that will be all for now. I don't know if anybody has questions, but that's all that we have for us this evening. Thank you so much for taking time out. It's Friday. A whole lot of things happening. People are out, having fun. But you are here with us. We so much appreciate it. I will not take this for granted in any way. So thank you so much. I think that will be all for now. So you can private chat me after now, and I will take it off from there. Thank you so much, everybody. And bye for now. Thank you so much.
Thanks. Bye.
Thank you.
All right, sir. Good night, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, my money came.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Mr. Adeyemi Dada, thank you.